Good morning, friends. Welcome back to the House of Tone. My name is Wes Lee. I'm a bandist and repair technician that started a YouTube channel to show what my life is like. Well, bright and early on a Monday morning. The sun just came up. This video is happening before the shop opens. Got an interesting problem that we've got to take care of today, so let's jump right into it. This is one of those, I opened the case and it was like that, horns. Clarinet. Uh-oh. Post is off. The key is off. The hinge rod is broken. The threads are broken off in the post. This is how the horn came to us. We've got to get it taken care of. I'm going to show you a tool for that. Okay, so the first thing we're going to do is we're going to get the keys off. So we'll get these unscrewed and pulled so we can expose our post. Okay, we'll take the 80 ring key. Okay, so we've got this stripped down. All right, there it is. Now, good news is we have a little bit of an indentation there that's going to help this tool work. Let's talk about the tool. For this job, we're going to use this H20 post drilling jig. How this works, there are some guides that are in this plastic bag, and these pilots or guides we're going to use in conjunction with a long drill bit. The way this works is you have these pilots that correspond to the size of the drill bit. You have a real long drill bit because you can use this for many different instruments. These pilots are locked in place. And let's talk about those for just a second. Let's zoom in. It's radiused on this side and on this side. And what that allows for, since we have a piece of broken post, see that? It just mates up perfectly to that and puts that guide, there it is, in perfect alignment to drill out the end of this post. So we're going to have a little bit exposed on either side. So let's tighten those down. Both of these pilot pieces can be moved along the jig. Then you just thumb screw them in place. Your drill is going to keep this nice in alignment. So our plan is that we're going to have one of these on each side of the post. Let's go back and grab this broken one again. And let's just show this. And for the sake of showing, and me looking through a camera trying to do this, there's no place for a drill bit to go except through that post hole. When your drill bit comes in, you're going to drill and it's going to stay and come out this other side. Now let me get it mounted up on the horn and then I'll turn the camera back on you. As a side note, the small drill bit that I've chosen for this post operation is smaller than the threads inside. So I'm not going to be oversized drilling this post. So I'm not going to run into any problems with that. I won't have to rethread it. So I've got the jig set. Notice that my pilots are exposed a little more than what I originally showed you. Now we're going to be able to come in with the drill bit. I can already feel that it's lined up. I'm going to truck my drill motor onto the drill bit, and I'm hoping that it'll just back out when I turn the power on. I'm hoping that it's not frozen in there. So let's make it happen. Just letting the drill bit do the work. I can feel it boring in. We're making progress. Okay, so I pulled the drill out. I want to show you what it's looking like. So as you zoom in on the post here, you can see that we're threading in, and look, the back side of the threads are pushing out. So what we're doing is working, and it's just sending it right through from one pilot to the next, if that makes sense. So it's in alignment, and it's working. It's doing what we want it to do. Just wanted to take that pause to show you. And you just go slow. And there we go. We're through it. Can you see? Mm-hmm. Did the threads drop out? And there they are, right there. There's our broken offender. And that's it. That's how we did that. So sometimes it feels a little sketchy for a minute, but you're doing the right thing. And you didn't harm the post. Now, all that's left to do is everything. We have to reset this post. We have to make a new hinge rod, but we didn't tear that up. Cool, right? H20. Not something you use very often, but when you need it, you need it. Okay, I have a replacement hinge rod, and I want to go ahead and check the screw, the threads in there. Yep, that works great. I've repaired the key. I've showed you how to do that before. So the key is tight, it's not loose. We're good. We're going to check the head of the post. We're good. This has been torn up pretty badly. And this was a press fit. They use heat to press this in the body. And let's see, I can press this in by hand, it feels like. Yep, I can. I would say that that's probably super glue residue, if I had to guess. We're going to line this up. Make sure all this fits back. This is lined up. So this is going to be good. So what we're going to do to stake this post down, we're going to do a 2-part epoxy. And that's going to hold it tight. So I'm going to mix that up. 50-50 amounts. Resin hardener. Okay. Mix it up good. You don't have to be in a hurry. You got 5 minutes to. I like to put a bit in the post hole itself. Put some around. There it is. It's deceptive. Oops, let me wipe this. My screwdriver tip. It's deceptive looking through the camera. And there we go. That's the job. Okay, now we're gonna clean up what we can right here to wipe this down. Let's go ahead and pull the rod out. Post is straight. We're in line. Rod is going to go through that with no problem. So now we just let that set up. I'll check back with you once everything is hardened in. And we're back. I always keep my epoxy around so I can see how hard it's getting. I know when I can go back to work. This is pretty solid. So we're going to pull this rod and get everything put back together. Now, let's go ahead and just for good measure, let's check the key between the posts, see if we have to do any swedging since it did come to us in pieces. We don't exactly know what we were getting into and why it was broken. So this looks good, good and tight. Check it with a feeler. Yeah. Feels off a little bit right there. That's not giving me what I want. I'm going to go ahead and replace that pad. Be back with another pad. There we go. All right. Now we can take this back out and put the keys back on it. There you go. Good to go. Good as new. Well, all right, friends. There you go. That H20 post drilling jig can be unnerving. Go slow and control the drill. You notice I didn't have that drill just going wide open. The specific purpose we were going for today was to turn out those threads. I didn't think they were stuck inside. So that worked out well. Sometimes you have to drill it all the way through. Sometimes you have to set it up on either side of two posts and drill an entire hinge rod out. And it's like, whoa, but it works out. It's cool. Just go slow and keep those pivot points and the pilots, keep everything lined up, just like that. I'll put the part numbers down in the description and a link to Ferree's tools so you can call them up and get some of these cool tools for yourself. I appreciate you. Thanks for stopping by today. Hope you learned a little something about putting clarinets back together. Okay, I'll see you next time around. This is Wes Lee, signing out.